All right, there's our load-in screen. Jonathan will not be here tonight.
What?
He will not be with us.
If you would look on your Discords, Chris, you would have seen that many times.
Yeah, if you'd
Well,
actually, bother to keep track and be current with things.
just for the record, it's blocked over at work. I can't see Discord, but
You could
I
pull it up
was
on your
checking earlier.
phone. There's a phone app.
No. It's blocked on because I'm using the whatever, not university, the casino's Wi-Fi, and so the
Oh, well,
casino's Wi-Fi blocks
that's
it.
your problem
Yeah,
right there.
yeah, yeah.
I think you need a burner phone.
Yes. Just to check my Discord.
Something.
Not not for chicks or drugs or
Yeah,
illicit prostitutes,
yeah,
but you
yeah.
need one to check your Discords.
Gotcha.
All right, now
Yeah, well, go ahead. Sorry.
that we're getting ready, I'm gonna get up and get a drink, and I'm gonna send a text message, and I'm gonna come back, and then it's time for somebody to give a recap when I get back. So y'all are gonna have to figure out who's gonna
Fine
recap
to
us
do
on
it.
what happened
Unless
the last
Hagar
time.
would like to, I'm fine to.
All right, I'll be right back.
Oh, I thought y'all played last Tuesday.
We
That's the
did.
joke of
Oh,
Yeah,
unless Hagar would like.
yeah, having you do it.
I licked white orc poop.
No, you didn't. It was a joke. I would never make you lick white orc poop. Now, green orc poop,
Exactly.
not that big a deal.
Some gooey green, like a gelatinous cube, or
With a
some
little
sort of
corn in it,
gelatinous.
some
Yeah.
peanuts.
Mm-hmm. Lick that green goo as it went across the room.
It's making me think of South Park. That's Cornwallis. He was born with a peanut in his head.
Oh, shoot.
Which, by the way, my younger one has discovered South Park and, has burned through the entire series.
Gold.
Yeah. It's like,
It,
wow, I only watched like 2 or 3 seasons, and my kid watched all of it.
it's pretty good.
Oh, it is. When they did the Cthulhu My Neighbor Totoro mashup, that was in Fox and Friends, that was hilarious. It was absolutely hilarious.
Yeah, pretty good stuff.
Oh yeah, it's like the kids were telling me, it's like, oh yeah, there's a Cthulhu, couple of episodes. Like, what? I have got to see this.
They've tackled 40K a few times.
Oh really? I'm gonna have to know which episodes these are.
It is true. It is true.
I'll have to ask my younger one and say, all right, which one of the Warhammer 40K ones? Because actually, my kid will know because my kid's father, that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Dad played 40K or did play 40K.
I ran a 140-person tournament this past weekend
Whoa, where at?
Damn.
at the Sheraton in Fort Worth.
Nice.
That was pretty cool.
Was that where you saw those Monty Python?
Yeah, he won Player's Choice for his army for sure.
Nice. That reminds me of the time we saw the person doing the Wizard of Oz motif
Oh
for
yeah,
his army. That
yeah,
was
that
so
was pretty cool.
cool.
That was pretty cool. Yeah, this guy knocked it out of the park. Good weekend, long weekend.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Well,
Yeah,
if I ever get back into playing again, I'll have to go to a tournament that you're running so you can fix it for me.
there you go. Chris Head wins
Hey,
again.
here, wins again. Wait a minute. I beat that guy. How did he? Yeah,
Players
I beat that guy too.
Chris
Players'
Head.
choice. Players' choice.
It actually wasn't 40K though, Chris. It was Sigmar.
Sigmar, yeah, I had a feeling.
I'm back. I also got some pudding.
What flavor of pudding?
It is vanilla.
You are a communist.
Yeah, tapioca I can get on board with, but just plain smooth vanilla.
Chris said, I'm about to knock your damn teeth out of your mouth. You ever call me a communist again? Oh my God.
That's quite off-putting.
It did.
Oh
Well
my
done.
God.
Well done.
All right. So whose turn is it to give the recap?
I can
Hey,
do
guys.
that. Yeah, right. So we started last week in combat in Limetown, as most of you will remember. We were eating our breakfast, and we were called out by the Order Esoterica several nights, and we were fighting them the session before, and at the end of that session, a wyvern came flying in with a knight on its back. There was also a unseen assailant floating around the fight. But so when we began our session last week, there was really only one assailant left standing. Torka
Well, there were two
was,
technically.
well, yeah, I'll get there. Torka was engaged with that knight. The other was the wyvern, which had been turned into a mouse,
Polymorphed.
polymorphed into a mouse. When we began last session, Loomis sprinted over to the knight that was engaged with Torka and instantly shattered that knight across Torka. Just destroyed him, sprayed blood and bone all over Torka. Loomis
Nice.
Loomis was the hero.
All right.
Almost at the same time, Stokel threw his hat on top of the wyvern mouse, and we all got ready to attack the wyvern mouse. And yes, and Soren, Lauren's son, cast some crazy spell, which did a ton of damage to the mouse and turned it back into a wyvern. At which point, the wyvern took to the air and flew off to the east, I believe.
No, your bard caused it to run off. As bards do, engaging in fuckery.
Soon afterwards, like literally a minute afterwards, more warriors showed up, escorting Mr. Santorini.
Yeah, Santorini.
Yeah. Which we were very familiar with Mr. Santorini. Loomis may not have been, but we caught Loomis up to speed that he was, the Santorini family really kind of ran Limetown. Some people think that they were, that they are like a crime boss family. Some people think that they're better than that. Some people probably think they're worse than that. But we've met with them many times throughout the years and have mutual respect. And Mr. Santorini basically said, "You guys got to get out of my town." He didn't really ban us.
He
It
just
was
said,
more of
while you're targets of whoever this is, maybe
Yeah,
don't
you're
maybe
tearing
don't stay in town.
Yeah, you're tearing up my town here. I can't be dealing with that. So we were very on board with that. We want to stay friends with Mr. Santorini, so we told him we'd leave town, and we did later that day. We cleared out our possessions from the inn. We gave some money to the wait staff and to the maid service people there and got our possessions together and went to grab a coach, and we rode to the home of the Order Arcanum, which I can't think of the name off the top of my head.
The Order Esoterica. Oh,
Those are
the
the
name.
bad
Oh,
guys.
the name of the town. The name of the town is Arcadium. Hang
Yeah,
on.
we went to the Order Arcanum's town.
Hang on. I'll post this since you guys struggle with retaining things.
Yeah, we do. And so we thought
We're
that we
all
might be attacked on the way, but we were not. And we pulled into town uh, just a little after dark and went to the closest inn we could find where we met Dougal.
Looks cozy.
Yep. And procured some rooms. And that was the end of our session last week.
All right. So,
No, I've got the names right.
yeah.
It was a city that you couldn't remember. That's
No, I couldn't remember.
Counter Arcadium. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just putting that in there for everyone's benefit. Yeah, just
That's
because you
cool.
remember it doesn't mean that Hagar and Head remember it.
Yeah. I can always remember Esoterica, but I can't remember Arcana. That's the one that sticks. That doesn't stick.
Which is tragic because Soren would be quite familiar with the Order Arcanum and who they are.
Ah, gotcha.
All right. So, you guys spend the night at the inn. I think Soren had paid for your rooms, which
Mhm.
again, uncharacteristically generous Soren.
But we are very wealthy now.
At what
So-
point do you suspect that Soren's been replaced by someone else, like a doppelganger?
Lessens the property damage, also is paying
Pays
for
for
everything.
things. Yeah, yeah.
So you get up in the morning. You wake up to the smell of thick bacon and eggs cooking. You can smell a little bit of cheese, and you can smell flapjacks.
Thick bacon.
Thick bacon.
Uh,
Thick.
I think we were all in the same room, but Torka's gonna get up and head downstairs.
All right. Yeah. You
Oh.
you head downstairs, and somebody was saying
I'll
something.
join him.
Oh,
All right.
Loomis does too.
All right. So we'll say Cole goes as well. I'll be playing Cole tonight, by the way, just to keep the bard fuckery down to a minimum. Um. So yeah, you all four go downstairs. You come into the dining area next to the common room, and there's a lot of people down here. It looks like not just patrons that were staying at the inn, but also you see also what appear to be locals, like townsfolk of differing ages. You can definitely tell some of them are students with the Order Arcanum's school here in town. They're all in their robes and studying over any number of tomes while they stuff their faces with spicy potatoes, eggs, bacon, thick sausages. As they do, every now and then, like you see one of them, a little grease runs down their chin because the
Grease.
sausages are very juicy.
Mm-hmm.
And not that I'm hungry or anything. And you see the familiar face of Dougal milling about the tavern, refilling water and checking on the patrons while his daughters go from table to table. And he points to a free table in the corner for you. There, my new friends, over in the corner. There's a table with your name on it.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, good morning. Good morning. Thank you.
And then his daughter, who's probably about 15 or 16, um, long brown hair, uh, big brown eyes, a couple. She's got like her front teeth are kind of like like buck teeth, a little bit. But she comes over and she says, "Well, good morning. What can I get for you?"
Does she whistle a little as she speaks?
No, not really. It's not.
Nah,
It's not that.
not that bad.
It's not that bad.
Um, well, I everything smells so good. I kind of look over and I say, "I'll have what that guy's having," which is kind of a skillet of bacon and flapjacks.
All righty.
I'll do this. I'll do the same.
And Loomis says, "Do you have any coffee?"
And she kind of makes a weird face. What's coffee?
Something to pick you up.
Oh, I'm not familiar with it. This doesn't really exist in our fantasy setting.
Okay, I had a dream about it. I was just thought
Mhm.
I'd ask. I'll take some bacon, flapjacks.
Although oddly enough, they do have cocoa. Cocoa's a thing that exists. All right. So she takes your orders. You see her kind of shuffle off towards the back. You are alone.
Okay, so we'll definitely need to try to, um, scout out or ask probably Dougal about the authorities in this town. I'm thinking. What do you guys think?
Well, definitely the authorities, but I mean, I guess I don't know if we would know this or not. Is the college the end all be all authority, or
No, that would be in Dawnhold in Simmerland.
okay,
This is just like a college town. This is one of the many universities they have throughout the world, and so everyone in typically like Simmerland, people from Meadowmirth, people from Zavaria, that people who live in the Western Hemisphere will typically gravitate towards the school here in Arcadium.
Are we
okay,
looking for a general? Or I don't know if.
Well, we'll find out probably more about the general
What's that
The
other character thought?
who leads the Order Esoterica.
Yes, the general is the leader of the Order Esoterica. The name given to you by High Constable, whose name? Redina. High Constable
Medina.
Redina over in Limetown. All right. So after a while, the the girl comes back with your plates, kind of struggling a little bit, but you're actually surprised about how well she's managing, given the fact that she's so young and actually slight of build. Doesn't look like she's all that strong, but she manages and she gets you your plate, puts them on the table for you, pours some water out for you as well, and then she looks around and says, anyone want orange juice? We have orange juice still.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and
Sounds good.
she
I'm
runs,
fine, thank you.
she runs off, gets some orange juice, comes back, gives it to you, and then she says, "Well, enjoy. If you need anything, just yell for us." And then she heads off to another table.
Looks delicious, thank you.
Thank you, my lady.
So you enjoy a nice breakfast here in Arcadium,
Mhm.
quiet little college town. Really, it's like Denton in the morning. You're eating at Waffle House. No, I'm kidding. Um. So yeah, breakfast passed, pretty uneventfully. You're probably pretty hungry from your travels and the fact that really you didn't really eat last night. You left kind of
In
towards
a
the
hurry.
yeah
Yeah.
towards a little bit before evening, and then by nightfall you were in Arcadium. So I would imagine you guys are probably face down, forks up. You know,
Mhm.
is there anything you talk about?
Yeah, I kind of bring up that I think the first place we need to start is with the local authorities.
All right.
Sounds good. I was wondering what our next step was.
And if that doesn't work out, then we'll try to see if we can talk to uh, the dean of the college and see if they might have any kind of ideas. But I bet you the authorities will probably be more of help.
Well, my fear if we start at the college is that we won't really know if we're talking to
True.
friends or foe, you know, or we talking
Hmm.
to,
Order of Esoterica in disguise? Yes.
yeah, I don't know that we would know.
Well,
Oh,
also
crap.
we should. What's that?
Son of a bitch. Why would you spill your milk in my lap? Come on, Bard.
Cole just shrugs.
Ah, I'm sorry. I didn't get to mean to get so mad. It's not that big a deal.
He nods. Because I'm not gonna roleplay him,
Yes.
Anyway,
so I'm not gonna talk a lot.
I cast prestidigitation to help clean up the mess.
and dry my
So,
lap.
what's our angle when we talk to the authorities? Tell them that the Order Esoterica keeps coming after us
Why
from
not?
every direction, and
Well, I mean, I think we tell them the truth.
Yep. And then we just see if we think give us any leads on how we can track them down.
And I think we be specific when they ask why they would be tracking us. That we know that they're tracking us because we could be a problem in the future.
For them specifically.
okay,
Yeah.
sounds like a plan, gents.
Yeah, we've done nothing wrong.
Yet.
Exactly.
Well, not yet, anyways.
Well, we won't do anything wrong. We just, you know,
We
We-
might be right.
we fight for good. I don't know that they're good.
Do you all fight for
I-
good though? Really?
I do. Last time I didn't, I lost my powers.
I'm pretty sure Cole does. I don't know about Soren or Loomis. They're both pretty surly.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think we did. That's a good thing.
basically.
I don't know.
Yeah, maybe
Barometer
one
goes.
Loomis did a lot of the good work in the hospital with me over the past few weeks.
All right. So, as you finish up breakfast, Dougal comes over to get your plates. How was everything?
Delicious.
Quite good.
Oh, we're glad to hear it.
And
Maybe you'll come back to Arcadium and see us.
Delicious. Well, we'll
yes,
be back tonight for dinner, I'm sure.
Well, we'd certainly love to have you. Tonight's ham night.
Ham, you say?
Damn
Yes,
nice.
with a very delicious glaze.
Ah, what kind
I
of ale do you have?
I hope you like your. We have ale. Yes,
it's just one ale.
I
Yeah.
can't.
we
Is
have
it a
ale.
local light one or dark or amber in color?
It's not a pretentious IPA. It's just a light lager.
Very well.
All right. Well, have a good day.
I look forward to ham night, and
Oh.
we'll see you soon.
Actually, before you go, can you give us directions to the local authorities? We have to make some inquiries.
Who is it that you're wanting to meet with specifically?
If there's a high constable or uh, a, uh, a tribunal or tribunal, that
Whoa,
sort of thing.
whoa! Tribunals are for court proceedings. Are you in trouble? Are you on the run? And he kind of leans in.
Oh gosh, no. Why would we be looking for them if we were on the
Is
run?
there a
We
reward
wanna,
for you?
we're trying to find out about this these bandits, and we want to find out about them.
Bandits. Well,
Mm.
if it's bandits you're looking for, at least information wise, you could maybe talk to the high constable.
Okay.
His
Can you give us directions?
his name is Kerr. He about this time every morning he's usually making his rounds out in the town plaza in the market center. There's a lot of
Okay.
vendors set up out there selling various wares.
Is there a way of being able to discern him from others?
He's dark of skin, bald, very austere looking.
Any kind of uniform or uh, of that nature?
Well, he wears the uniform of the constabulary. Surely you've seen members of the constabulary. They all kind of
We
wear
don't.
like what no matter what town you're in, the Cimmerland constabulary, they all kind of wear
Hmm.
the same kind of clothing,
Oh, okay.
like just usually like chainmail over like a blue coat, blue
Cool.
blue cloak.
I'm sure we'd recognize him. He's probably the fanciest of.
You've been around Limetown. You've been around Crossington. You've definitely seen constabulary before. You've
Oh
you've
yeah,
talked to the
because
high constable in Limetown. She's dressed
oh yeah,
similarly.
exactly. Okay, cool. All right. Well, we'll go. Which direction on the street to get to the?
To the market.
Yes.
And he points north, and he said that away. He's usually moving about the plaza, going from stall to stall, just sort of catching up with people, finding out. He likes to keep his ear to the ground in case there's anything amiss.
Mm, sounds prudent.
Last week we had some sheep missing, for example.
Mm.
It was a
Mm.
Was he
very
able to find them?
it was a very bad situation.
I'm not falling for that.
Well,
uh,
I've given you a direction. Good luck to you,
thank
and
you.
we hope to see you tonight at dinner. And he heads back to the kitchen.
We'll be back
Let's,
for ham night.
well, shall we, gentlemen?
Aye. Let's proceed.
All right, so you guys head out. You settle up your tab before you leave with Dougal's daughter,
Oh, sure.
and then you head over to. Hang on here, I've got to get a thing ready.
I'm assuming we've left our traveling luggage and possessions at the inn.
Well, you're going back there for dinner, so
Right, like,
it would make sense that you're staying there more than one night,
yeah.
unless you want to take things with you.
Nope.
Oh,
Nope. Just
okay.
putting that out there for reals.
So you start heading north. The streets are laid out in an actual, like somebody didn't just start laying streets down willy nilly. There's actually kind of a rhyme and reason to it. Like it's kind of designed where like the city center is like a kind of a hub, and then everything sort of radiates out from there.
Mm.
So
Nice.
you find
Definitely not a
yourself
military. Yes.
right here in what you believe clearly must be the city plaza. There is a plaza filled with people, more NPCs than I have out here. I just wanted to give a little flavor. Um, there are people, selling their wares, yelling across, about what kind of deals they currently have. You do hear the sound of a woman who yells out that she's got new potions this morning.
Potions!
New potions. Let's go see what she has to offer.
Okay. Sure. Why not?
Yeah, if you'd like to, I'll let you guys move your tokens over there to her as if you were actually going to talk to her.
I'm
Which
not
one is
sure
she?
which.
I didn't see where you pointed.
Right here, right here.
I still don't
I don't see nothing.
Oh, I'm on the GM layer. That's why. There you go.
Ah.
Oh, that lady. Hello, my lady.
And when you say hello, my lady, she gives you kind of a weird look. Where are you from?
Oh, shit.
You're from shit?
No, I've
I've
like
not
been
heard of
looking.
it.
I don't remember the town I'm from. Sorry.
I'm gonna keep a lookout to see if I can spot the
You're
high
actually
constable.
from Savaria City.
That's right. I'm from Savaria City, the town of Half Elves.
And she kind of squints. Well, it's got elves there too.
True.
Humans,
Last I
I've heard.
heard. Does
True.
everyone talk that way? Milady. Is that how they talk up there?
Yes, as a matter of fact, it is, milady.
Uh-huh.
And
Well,
he winks at her. He winks at her and says, "I'm just in a good mood this morning, and happy to see that you have wares to sell us."
well, don't get fresh. And then she kind of holds up a finger. And then yeah, she looks over at Soren. She doesn't see Torka or Cole. But yeah, she tells you that she's got some new healing potions in. She's restocked, and she's got some other things as well, depending on what it is that you need.
Uh, oh yes, I'm scanning the crowd to see if I can see the high constable. But yes,
Give me a
what are the?
perception check.
Oh yes, I will do that. Perception. You are here. So perception. There we go.
Oh my God! Yeah, it's a crowded day. You don't really see anybody out here that fits the
Okay.
description.
I sigh and turn over to her and say, yes, healing potions always sound good. What else do you have?
Well, what is it you're looking for? We've got all kinds of potions.
Uh, let's see. Go ahead.
Do you have one that heightens your armor, makes you tougher like stone, maybe?
I don't have a potion that does anything to armor. Um, I do have a potion of invulnerability.
Mm.
That sounds nice. What can you give me any details on what the invulnerability does?
Well, as the name would suggest, it makes you resistant to damage, physical
That
damage.
sounds great. How many of those do you have, and how much?
Well, I've only got the one. They're a little on the expensive side.
Mm, I see.
How much?
I'm actually looking it up. Give me a second.
Okay.
I have a question that you certainly don't have to answer.
And she looks over at Loomis and she says 1,500. They are 1,500.
Wow.
Yes. What were you saying, sir?
No, this would be out of character.
Oh, okay. What were
Um,
you saying?
Wow, that
so
is too rich for my blood, milady.
so we know that the Order Esoterica is um interested in taking away magic items from everyone. That I guess what we understand is that they don't think that uh, people should be able to use them.
And she
Or
nods, listening to you.
no, this is out of character.
Oh,
So my question is, would we think that that applies to potions as well?
give me an intelligence check. With a 10, I'll say that Torka feels like it probably does. Like, if these Order Esoterica people were to catch you on the road, they'd probably take your potions too.
Okay.
Or they'd want to.
So that kind of leads Torka to Like I'm gonna step up so she can see me. Maybe just right here. I don't want to frighten her, and I'm gonna say, friends. We should definitely spend some of our gold with this potion sales lady, but maybe we should just get a few uh, potions of healing and then come back later.
Very well. How much are those
All right. So
potions of healing?
for the baseline potion of healing, just the regular one, that's 50 gold. For a potion of greater healing, those are 300 gold.
Oh, okay.
For a potion of, hang on here, superior, would be 1500.
How many hit points does that restore?
For the supreme, hang on here.
Okay.
So supreme healing does 10d4 plus 20.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Wow. Okay.
Greater, that's the one above just the common one. The one
Mm-hmm.
for
Mhm.
300 does 44 plus 4.
Mm-hmm. And you said that one's how much?
300.
300.
Three,
I think
300, yeah.
that's yeah.
Um, I'll go ahead and purchase 2 potions of healing, regular.
All right, so that's 100 gold off of your sheet, and then
Hmm.
you can drag and drop those onto your inventory.
Oh
If,
yeah.
if you look at the icon that's books for compendium, and then you put in potion of, you're gonna have to type. Chris said
Oh,
potion
I've already got a
potion of
place
healing.
for potions of
Okay,
healing.
okay,
Yeah,
very
I'm
good.
just gonna go ahead and just add to my complement.
All right,
There we go.
and then Loomis, you're buying what? One potion of greater healing.
Yeah, he rummages around in his bag and says, "Well, I've already got 2 potions of greater healing. Do you have anything that makes you move faster?"
And she thinks for a moment, and she says, "Well, on the ground or in the air?"
On the ground.
We do. We have a potion of speed.
Okay.
That's 2,000 gold.
Man,
And
okay.
basically, what that does is when you drink it, it gives you the effect of the haste spell. That's actually a pretty useful spell. It like doubles your movement and like gives you extra actions and all kinds of freaky stuff.
How about flight?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Well, the potion of flying would be 2,500.
Ma'am, I
Ooh.
didn't catch your name, but here's 100 gold if you have 2 potions of healing that I could purchase.
Absolutely, absolutely. Here you go. Please enjoy them.
Thank you. I hope I don't need to. I
So,
kind of snicker a little, ha ha ha.
and she kind of like nudges you in the ribs and gives you a kind of a thumbs up. All right. So, and she goes on to explain that the potion of flying, which again is 2,500 gold, you gain a flying speed equal to your walking speed for 1 hour, and you can also hover.
Gotcha. Let's see, 2,500. Trying to do some math. Um, 50.
While he's
How
mathing,
many? How many? How many of? How many of those of flying that you have?
She only has one.
You only has one.
Hmm.
Um, Torka. Why don't you take one of those? I'll pay for it.
I'm gonna say. I, okay, Soren. Yeah,
Yes, you would be the most. You would benefit the most, I would think. I mean,
I,
we could get two. It'd be one uh, for Loomis as well as you.
I've
So,
used one of these once before, and it was wonderful. I won't say no.
You're going to be
all right.
the turtle equivalent of Thor.
Which potion are you talking about?
Lying.
Potion of flying.
All right, it's on my sheet.
Good. I paid for it in platinum.
Man.
Wow.
So I'll ask one last question of her.
Wait, did you get Loomis one too? Was that what you said?
No,
No,
only
no,
if
no.
she
Oh.
had to, I would have gotten you one as well.
Oh, okay.
That I feel like that's going to be Hagar's bit with Loomis. Oh, did you get me one too?
Yeah,
Oh,
not a
where's
bad bit.
where's
Well, I
mine?
don't have as much money, I don't think.
Well,
Well,
You
do you
don't.
have how much was haste? Did you like to have a
No,
potion of
that's
haste?
the potion of speed is what
Uh,
gives him the haste. It's
Gotcha. How about
they're 2,000 gold.
2,000? How about giant strength,
I was gonna ask about invisibility, but
invisibility? Oh well, there's that too.
that's 5
She,
grand.
she tells you that she does have one potion of invisibility for 2,000.
Oh, okay.
Does it nullify if you make an attack or something like that?
Yeah, it's just like regular invisibility.
It's not, so it's not like greater invisibility. Okay,
No,
gotcha.
no.
How much was the one for invulnerability?
The potion of invulnerability. Let me find it on the list again. Is 1,500. And what that does, mechanics wise,
Mm-hmm.
is it basically gives you resistance to everything, like you were a barbarian,
Mm-hmm.
for 1 minute. So that's literally 10 combat rounds.
Gotcha. Uh, gotcha. All right. Well, it just yeah. Let's see. Then let's let me at least get um, so sorry, you guys make me thinking that Loomis is gonna feel like oh man, you didn't get me anything.
No,
You know,
kind of feel like that. I just met you guys a couple days ago.
that's so true. All right. Well, tell you what, we'll think on the invulnerability.
How
All
about
right.
are you?
how about a potion that gives you more life temporarily, make you last longer in a fight? Um, out of character, he's asking for potion of heroism.
Potion of heroism.
That would kind of be up the champion's alley, I think.
She would tell you that she doesn't know if she has any or not. She's gonna have to kind of look in the back where she keeps some of the more hidden stuff. But if she does have it, it's gonna be 800 gold.
Okay, well,
We're
never
gonna we're
mind
gonna
then.
flip a quarter or roll a
No.
1d2. She does have one for 800 gold.
Oh, that's too much for me. Sorry for your trouble.
During all of this small talk, I'm gonna ask her if she normally has this uh, space at the market, and if she's here most days.
She tells you, yes, this is usually where she works, and she's usually here most days. She tells you that she operates the stall on behalf of Numara, who owns a shop in town called Numara's Wondarium
Oh, gotcha.
that sells magic items and things like that. And so the potion business, she kind of works that for Numara.
Okay, that sounds lovely.
And the shop the Wondarium is
Yes.
open 7 days a week, or
She tells you that yeah, it's open pretty much during the days, but not at night.
6 days a week.
and I'm so sorry, my lady. What was the owner's name?
Numara,
Numara.
Numara.
my name's Gretchen.
Hey,
Oh,
hello, Gretchen.
now I
Hello.
can put Gretchen instead of Potion Lady in my notes.
Okay.
Loomis is a little disinterested now because he knows he's poor and can't afford these potions, and he's just scanning the crowd, looking around at the
Try to
various
keep an eye out
stalls.
for High Constable Kerr.
Yeah,
Give
he's
give me a perception check.
okay.
Because I can't spot him, to save my life right now.
Did I click the right one?
Yep, you did.
Okay, okay.
So with a 17, you do notice someone matching the description over here.
All right. Hey, mates, I think I see our high constable that way. And he points over here.
Ah, good.
Shall we?
Miss Gretchen, wish you a good day, and we'll maybe meet you at Namara's Wondarium.
Well, that's where you'll find Numara. Like I said, I'm typically here during
Oh,
the
Oh,
okay.
well,
day
we may
selling the
see you here
potions.
again in the next day or so, Gretchen. Thank you for selling us these fine potions.
Yes, thank you. And yes, please come again and bring more gold.
I tip her a gold piece.
Ooh, yeah, she's excited.
Jeez. Hey, remember that doesn't grow on trees. Okay.
So as you hear Loomis saying, "Hey, I think I see our guy," off in the distance. Hang on, I've gotta find the thing. Oh, I didn't. All of y'all's sound files are not sorted. It's hard to find sometimes. And that's just because it would be tedious in Roll20 to do it. I have so many copies of D&D campaigns now in Roll20.
I thought you thought Soren was quite sorted.
You hear a deep bellowing noise coming from the sky to the east.
I look up and see what's there.
You see what looks to be two large winged forms, and it looks like they're being ridden. Almost like you saw that Order Esoterica person from when you were fighting in front of the inn in Limetown.
Mm-hmm.
Almost like
Gotcha.
they're mounted. But you see that the wyverns are carrying something huge in their claws, something very large with a
Uh-oh.
humanoid form, and each one of them has a sort of like a shoulder, or they have a claw holding on to a shoulder of this form. People look up now and they see this and they start getting very panicked. You hear this man over here say, "All right, everybody, try to find shelter. Stay calm." As the wyverns drop this thing right into the market, standing straight. It looks to be heavily armored and it has a massive sword. And as it lands, it looks directly at you, Torka, you, Soren, you, Loomis, and Cole, and readies its sword. I need everyone to roll for initiative.
Rolling for initiative.
Mm.
Just had one play with
I gotta
Iron
click on
Golem.
my guy, right? Make sure I'm clicked on the guy.
Click on your
Okay.
guy
I
and then
did.
click on initiative.
Thank you for the reminder there.
I'm learning slow.
Hey, no, you helped me not make that mistake.
Mhm.
Yeah, let's see.
Whoa. I'm
Is this
ready.
a new function of
Actually.
Roll20 that when I scroll over the turn order, it highlights who I'm scrolling over?
No, that's always done that.
Really?
Yep.
Okay.
Interessante.
Interessante. I love it.
All right,
That's
Soren.
Never noticed
Spanish.
that.
I hadn't either.
Soren, what
Mhm.
would you like to do?
All right, I am going to take a quick look at. One second. All right, that might just have to be. All right, good. Okay. Soren will move 5, 10, 15, and let's see, we'll go. Actually, 15, we'll go 15 over here instead. Soren's going to cast Lightning Bolt
Okay.
and try to do some damage on this thing. Right. One lightning bolt. I know he's going to quicken it. And there, so there we go. Moving over back to this part of the character sheet.
All right,
Oh,
DC 18.
Mm-hmm.
It fails. So it takes the full 20 points of lightning damage. Your spell hits it. Lightning kind of arcs over this creature's form. It does like kind of a RoboCop freaking out, you know,
Mm-hmm.
kind of a
Yeah.
thing for a second, and then shakes it off.
Gotcha. And then he's going to go ahead and cast Firebolt.
All right, so your Firebolt spell does hit, and as it hits this thing's form, the scorch marks where your lightning bolt hit it earlier
Mm-hmm.
seem to be reinforced now.
Oh no. Okay. Gotcha. So I just healed it.
To your expert sorcerer dragonborn eye, it would appear that yes, your fire had a healing effect on it.
All right. Okay. Good to know. And Soren will go. Let's see. I want to make sure that I get my movement right. Okay, good. That was 15. 20, 25, 30. Okay. That's my end of my turn.
All right. Next up is Loomis.
Loomis will attack with his crossbow. Okay. Crossbow.
So,
1.
23, you do manage to kind of find a niche, like where its shoulder plate meets the rest of its chest, but then your crossbow bolt just falls harmlessly to the ground.
Okay. Alright, you might as well do a second shot.
Same thing, it hits and then it just falls harmlessly to the ground. Give me a intelligence check. You would think that this construct, may be somehow immune to mundane weapons that are not magical.
Okay. All right.
All right. Did you want to
Um,
do anything else?
Yes, he's going to move over in front of these people over here. And that'll end his turn.
All right. Next up is Torka. You know who we didn't roll for? We didn't roll for Cole. Hang on a second. Let's put him in the initiative.
Mr.
Oh, and he
Fire.
wants to communicate. Hey, fellas, or mates, this thing looks like it is impervious to my crossbow bolts. Most things aren't.
All right. So Cole got an 8. So that actually puts him above Torka. All right. So Cole's going to go next. And what does Cole want to do? If Jonathan was here, he'd do something game breaky or some shit, but I'm not going to do that.
He'd turn him into a mouse while summoning 500 cats.
He tried to. All right. What does
Bears.
Cole
We
want to
definitely
do?
bring a bunch of bears.
I think he will try to take a shot at this thing with his light crossbow, which is magical. And an 11 misses. His bolt just sort of whizzes by this thing's head. And he decides he wants to be over here by Soren.
Of course.
Torka, you're up.
Oh, sorry. I thought that was the guy. No. Good. Yay, Cole. Cool.
Okay, I'm going to cast Bless. And do I make a roll for this?
No, so if you or here, hang on.
It's been a while.
So it's a concentration. That's why I put a yellow dot on you.
Yep.
Its range is 30 feet. You bless
Yep.
up to 3 creatures of your choice within range.
Yep.
Whenever they make an attack roll or a saving throw before your spell ends, and it's going to last for a minute, the target can roll a d4 and add that number rolled back to their attack roll or saving throw.
Yeah. Okay. But I don't have to roll to make it go off. It just goes
No.
off.
No, they just
Okay.
have to remember it.
Okay, so I am going to bless Chris Head,
Chris Head is within range.
and I'm going to bless myself,
Okay.
and I'm going to bless Loomis.
All right, let me find a good bless icon.
And that's the cleric bless spell.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, that's your action. Would you like to do anything else?
I'm going to start yelling at the townspeople. Get back! Get into cover! Move away! And I'm going to kind of like swing my arms, pointing at the buildings that are, behind us back over in here. Get away! Get away! And I am going to 5, 10, 15. I'm just going to kind of get over by this cart, and that'll end my turn.
All right. The people around you seem to heed your warnings, and they start moving off. Start trying to get, to reasonable shelter, or at least get away from that thing. All right. Let's see. 40, 40, or 15. Yeah, he's going to come up here with you, Loomis. And these people run to the other side of this
Ah,
public
Is that
address
like a
stage.
gallows?
No, it's like where they, like if they have to make an announcement or if they want to put on a play, or it's kind of an all-purpose thing. Or sure, if they need to hang a fucker, yeah, they'll go up there.
Fucker's neck off.
do a puppet show.
All right, so this thing is going to attack Loomis.
Oh lordy.
It makes 2 attacks. It raises up its colossal sword. That's a crit. Oh, that's very bad. And it raises its sword up a second time. And a 17, I don't think hits you. No. Oh, it does. Yeah, your armor class is only 16. So that's 2 hits. This first one's going to hurt real bad because he crit you.
Are you rolling in the?
Oh,
we
yeah.
don't see the
No, I'm
roll.
sorry. That was on the GM's layer. Chat saw that. Hang on, I'll copy and paste that so you guys see it.
No.
It's where the chat goes. Ooh.
No, I want y'all to see this because it's demoralizing. All right. God damn it. So, these are the 2 attack rolls, which shows the first one was a crit. And then the last one, that's the actual damage that the crit did. So from the crit, you take 41 points of slashing damage.
Oh lord. Alright.
And from the other attack that hit normally, we'll roll it publicly this time. You take another 19 slashing. So Torka, you watch this thing just sort of hunker over towards Loomis, raise its giant sword, and just clubber-lang him a couple of times real hard. And Cole and Soren see that as well. Next up, we're at the start of round 2. Soren, you're up.
Right. Okay.
You should hit him with a fireball.
5, 10, 15,
I said
Okay.
fireball.
25, 30. Okay. Let's take a look at that.
I didn't say how much room I had. I said I cast fireball.
Exactly. All right. I think I can I'll go ahead and hit him with another lightning bolt. And then without hitting Loomis or let's see. And lightning bolts. And let's see, I'll and that'll have to do. Okay.
DC 18
21.
dexterity saving throw. He misses and takes the full 21 points of damage. We'll see if he gets healed again soon.
Yeah. Hopefully no. I won't do that.
I loved how crushed you sounded when you realized that you had
Exactly.
basically just erased the damage that you just did with a spell slot, with like a 3rd level
Exactly.
spell slot.
Yeah.
You're gonna play that
Yeah.
back later tonight, aren't you?
I am.
He's gonna have it on a loop, and he'll fall asleep too.
I'm gonna listen to it on the way to work tomorrow for like 40 minutes. Just loop.
It's sort of like how the dude, listens to listens to bowling.
Yeah.
All right, there you go.
All right. Next up is Loomis.
Okay.
That invulnerability potion would sound pretty good right now.
Yeah, sure would. I don't have that much money. Alright, I'm just looking to see. Alright, well, he's gonna try to attack with his broad axe, his great axe.
All right, that hits.
Okay.
15 points of slashing damage as you bring
Okay.
your axe down across this thing's chest.
And then he'll do it again. Now, can I disengage?
Nope, you've already
So-
used your action to attack.
Okay, alright. I don't know if I could use my second action to do that.
No, your second action, when you take the attack action as a fighter, you get to make
They're
those two
strong.
attacks.
Okay.
If you want to do something like disengage, which uses your action, you cannot make a melee attack.
Okay. Can I do the surge right now too?
You can surge if you want to, yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna do my second one.
Well, you are okay, yeah, but say you already had your second one. All right, so 13 does not hit. But you are currently blessed, which would allow you to roll a 1d4 and add it to an attack roll or a saving throw. However, even if you got a 4, you would still not hit this thing.
Okay. Okay. I get double attack though, right? So then I can surge and do a third
You
one.
if you surge, you take the attack action again. Anytime you take the attack action, you can make 2 attacks as a fighter of your level.
Okay. But didn't I just do?
You did 2. That's your
Okay.
standard action. If you're
He only
going
did one.
if you're going to do
Yeah.
your literally he made 2 attacks. He attacked once that hit and then once that didn't.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought his surge was his
No,
second one.
no, I'm literally looking at his at the chat. He rolled twice. You have used both your attacks that you would normally get as a fighter at your level for taking the attack action. If you take the action surge now, you can make 2 more attacks when you attack.
Okay, I will do that.
All right, so you use your action surge. You hit again, so go ahead and do your damage. That was 1 away from a crit. 30, Jesus. All right, another 14 points of damage. 22 also hits. Go ahead and roll your damage. Jesus. Another 12 points of damage.
Okay.
All right, you've made 4 attacks. You hit 3 out of 4. 75% is pretty good. Pretty good numbers. Pretty good batting
Okay.
average. Did you want to move?
Yes.
Okay.
Let me make sure I back over here.
All right. As you move away, he will make an attack of opportunity,
Mhm.
bringing that
Mhm.
sword back up. He does hit you
Ugh.
for another 26 slashing damage.
Okay.
So, Torka, you watch Loomis hit this thing pretty hard and then turn around to run back towards you, and this thing nails him right in the back. He's looking pretty bad. All right, next up is Cole. Cole would have seen that too. Actually, hang on here. I think Cole's got more movement. Nope, he's not at the backs anymore. All right, so he can move 30. We'll get him back over there behind Soren. I can get him over there to maybe get a heal off, but he won't be able to do it until next turn. Torka, you're up.
All right. Torka's gonna move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
All right.
And Torko will swing his vicious war pick.
20 hits. So 7 points of damage.
Yeah. And then he'll take his second swing.
Your vicious war pick, by the way, does count as a magic item.
Yeah, I thought it was magic.
24
Okay.
hits for another 10 points of damage.
So Torka is a little.
What is that radiant coming from?
What does the radiant mean? What do you mean?
You did, it says on the second attack, for example, it says you did 6 piercing and 4 radiant. Where's the radiant coming from?
I don't know.
Isn't it natural after a certain level with
That's what,
the
yeah, that's what I'm
paladins?
wondering. Is it like a feat of the class?
I think it's just part of the paladin. Yeah, just the feat for the paladin, but it's not a. It's just a characteristic of the paladin. Let me see if I can look it up.
Yeah,
Played paladin in another game.
Aura of warding.
Let's see, paladins.
Torga Gallo, who is a bad son of a bitch.
Exactly.
I am a bad son of a bitch.
I think it's is that improved divine smite? Is that what it is?
Well, divine smite though would be. Well, I don't know.
Let's see.
No, because it's only doing 1d8 damage. Divine Smite,
It's
does,
1d8 radiant damage, extra 1d8 radiant damage, and I think that's whenever you're fighting. I don't
no,
think it's just when
literally
you-
the extra
Oh, okay.
the extra
Oh,
damage
go
is
ahead.
2d8 for a first level spell slot. He's doing 1d8 extra radiant damage. It's not. I don't think it's Divine Smite.
It's
I-
not divine smite.
Let's see. By 11th level, you're so suffused with righteous might that all your melee weapon strikes carry divine power with them.
Is that improved
But when
Divine
it-
Smite?
Yeah, it's improved divine smite. That's
Okay.
at 11th level.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, then that's what's doing it. Okay, that's all I need to know. All right, Torka, does that end your turn?
No. So what I was gonna say is Torka's a little freaked out that he also noticed that this metal monster, healed itself. So he's a little leery, but he does put a first level smite into the last hit.
In that last hit, okay. All right, does another 12 points of radiant damage.
Okay. That'll end Torka's turn.
All right. Next up is our large friend,
He's not my friend.
who raises his sword once more
Mhm.
and brings it down towards Torka. First attack, I think that hits.
It does.
Second attack also hits. You take a combined 44 points of slashing damage.
Ooh, Chihuahua. 44?
44.
Got it.
When this thing swings its sword, it does 3d10 plus 7 damage. Alright, so that'll end round 2. We are now at the top of round 3.
I assume I need to make a concentration check.
Yeah, you do. It'll be 44, half will be 22, DC 22.
What do I roll?
It is a Constitution saving throw. You yourself are currently blessed, so you could add 4 to it, but 4 wouldn't make a difference.
Nope.
So you are no longer concentrating, and you are no longer blessed. Neither is Loomis, and neither is Soren Lorenzen.
Oing, 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 oing.
All right, Soren, you're up.
All right. Okay. So Soren is gonna sweep over. Actually, Soren's just gonna capture here, and he will cast. He'll heighten, disintegrate, and cast it. And let's see, my core.
Oh shit! I forgot on those lightning bolt dexterity saving throws from the lightning bolt. He's got advantage on spell saves. Damn it!
Yeah.
Oh well.
And let me fall off some stuff here. Okay, there we go. And casting disintegrate.
All right. 18 dexterity saving throw. He's got advantage.
Actually, it'll be straight. It'll be a straight one because I cast it heightened, so
Oh,
that
okay.
negates it.
All right. And he fails and
Nice.
takes 79 points of force damage as you sort of hollow out part of his upper chest to the point where you can see through him.
Dexy.
All right. And Soren will then move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And hide out here. There you go.
All right.
And that'll be my
Loomis.
turn.
Loomis, you're up.
All right. He's just gonna take 2 pot shots with his. Oh well, is taking a potion in action.
Taking a potion is a considered a bonus action in our game.
Okay, so I can do that then in my turn. Or should I
No,
do
if
it
you
now?
take a bonus action, you still have your action and your reaction.
Okay.
In 5e rules as written, taking a potion would technically be an action, but we house rule that to where it's only a bonus action.
Okay. Well, I would like to take one of my health potions. I think that's a high priority.
All right. So which
think we
one
can-
are you using?
The potion of greater healing.
All right. There's a macro for that. So up on the right side, up at the top where those icons are,
Okay.
go to where you see the one that looks like a gear all the way on the right.
Uh-huh.
Look at the one left of that. That's going to say collection.
Okay. Macros.
Click on that, and then you see the one that says potion of healing.
Uh-huh.
Click the dice, and then from that drop down menu, pick.
Gotcha.
Did you say it was
Greater.
greater?
Greater.
Yeah, pick greater and then hit submit. All right, you get 14 hit points back.
All right.
You want to add them before you start moving and doing stuff.
Yes. I just.
Otherwise,
What?
you subtracted 14. Or no, you did an asterisk, and then there you go. Okay.
Yeah, I fat fingered it. Okay. He doesn't have enough health. He's gonna take 2 pot shots at him with the crossbow.
Okay.
Doesn't know what else to do.
Okay. Hitting it earlier with your great axe was super effective. All right, so 16 does not hit it. 29 does hit it. It falls harmlessly to the ground.
Okay.
They're not magical, remember?
Yeah, I know. He can't go up there because he doesn't want to get killed. He's gonna go hide behind this for now.
All right.
That'll
Next
be his
up
turn.
is Cole. Cole sees you, Loomis. He heads over. And he's like, don't move. This may smart a little. Don't move, I said.
Okay.
All right. And he is going to cast. Oh, shit. I didn't know he didn't have Cure Wounds. I could have just done it from where I was. All right. I'm going to move him back here where he was. And he just looks at you and says, don't move. And then he throws healing your way.
Nice.
He's going to use a second level spell slot for this. So you get another 11 hit points.
All right. Your ham and ale are on me tonight.
If we live. And he gives you a thumbs up. That's his bonus action. As his regular action, he will move, or for his movement, let me see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's going to come up beside you and take out his crossbow and see if he can hit it with his, since he has a magical crossbow. And it does not hit. It clings off of its armor and falls down to the ground. Next up is Torka, who is a bad son of a bitch.
Torka's wondering why none of the pretty ladies that were standing down by Loomis made any comments as to why he bravely ran away. Torka's going to step up one and kind of gaze through the hole in this metal beast. And
as you look through him, you see this guy back here
yeah,
looking at you with a very "motherfucker, have you lost your mind?" kind of a look.
and I'm gonna be like, hi, constable." And then
And he's just kind of waving real slow at you with like wide eyes, like you're nuts.
Yep. And then I will swing my vicious war pick.
All right,
17 will miss.
17 does not hit.
I'll swing it again.
29 crits. Turns out, yeah, that hits a little.
All right.
All right, so 12 plus 7 is 19, 20, 27 points total. Do you want to
Yes.
smite that?
Yep. So I'm going to do. Let me check my spell slots. Let's do a 3rd level smite.
Jesus. All right, remember, you roll that twice because you got a crit.
Oof. So do I just hit the smite button twice?
Yep.
Okay.
So, 35 points of damage. Torka, how do you bring down this iron golem?
I kind of feel like
Now, I want you to explore the space with this because you kill this thing with a crit. And that's
Nice.
pretty, that's pretty, that's pretty ballsy.
I kind of feel like it like seizes up as my war pick just kind of gets embedded in its side and just blows a lot of stuff out the other side in the hole that was already in it, and it just kind of seizes it up and shakes a little.
This is
And then it kinda does.
This is make me moist.
And it just kind of like falls slowly until it gets to that tipping point, and then just goes slam and just hits the ground hard right over here,
All right, everyone in the
And I'm gonna
plaza.
wave again at the constable, the high constable.
He's looking at you like maybe you're Superman or something. He doesn't know. But everyone in the plaza starts to cheer for you, and this guy heads over here to you.
I look up in the air to see if the wyverns are still flying around.
You don't see them.
Okay. Wyverns, sorry.
So yeah, this guy comes over here to you slowly and extends his hand. I'm High Constable Kerr.
I reach out and shake his hand, and I say, "I am Torka, the paladin, and we were hoping to find you this morning. I'm sorry we meet under such circumstances."
No, I mean, I'm glad you're here. This could have gone a lot worse. Normally they drop all kinds of things on us. This thing,
Has this happened before?
I don't think our guards would have been able to handle. Yes, they've been hitting us now almost daily for the last 2 weeks.
And he would see Torka like breathe a big sigh of relief.
Cole, Loomis, come on over.
I mean, they. And he's kind of scratching his head. I don't know what would have made him drop a golem on us. That's pretty. That seems like overkill. This thing would have pasted me and my men if we had tried to fight it.
Is
Is
there
it the-
somewhere maybe we could talk, Lord Constable?
Absolutely. There is a. And he points out, or he points to the north. There's a civics building just to the north where, like a city administration building. My office is in there. We can talk.
Let's.
If you're going there now, we'll follow you. Do your men need any help cleaning this mess up?
No, they should be able to get it. We've got horses that can haul off the bigger pieces. And he kind of makes a face like, is that like he's like, am I saying the right thing there?
I would think that. First of all, I'm happy that Soren didn't try and see if there were any spoons on the golem.
I was thinking about it.
Yeah,
Potions, those potions don't come cheap.
right.
Loomis, you're staying out there by the. Oh, okay. This dwarf, Torka, yells out for you. I've got your ham tonight. It's on me.
And Torka just kind of waves at him and says, "I'll buy you an ale then."
Aye. And he gives you a big thumbs up.
I give him an eye back in Dwarvish.
So, let me see here. Let me get over to. We're going to go back to the Arcadium map just because I don't actually have an office for this dude.
Oh, it's fine.
And I'm not going to make one on the fly.
No, not for this.
Yeah.
If we had to go there every week.
Yeah. So, you go into his office, which is a little larger than you'd expect. But this building looks like it cost somebody a pretty penny. Now, it doesn't look like the rest of the town. The rest of the town is like, half timber and wood construction, Half timbered being like, like stone on the first floor and then like that, that middle age masonry mixed in between the wood for the upper floor.
Yeah, okay.
But this building is like marble. It's like white limestone and marble.
Okay.
So it's like 1 minute you're looking at Bree, right, in the Lord of the Rings, and then the next minute, oh look, there's a Minas Tirith building, right?
Okay.
So you would guess that the Order Arcanum probably paid for this building.
Okay.
So he motions. There's only 2 chairs in front of his desk, but he motions towards the 2 chairs in front of his desk as he sits behind his desk. So, what is it that you're in Arcadium for?
I'm assuming that the attacks that you're suffering from are from a group called the Order Esoterica.
And he nods slowly. Yes, you've heard of them.
Yes, we've been trying to track them down ourselves. Do you have any leads, or do you know if we can find any leads?
Right now, all we know is that they may be operating out of, and he kind of points generally kind of northeastish, over his shoulder.
Okay.
Out there by Lake Fortune, we think maybe by Rowville Tower.
Gotcha.
And
And
hang on.
and you mentioned that their attacks on your town were almost daily.
And he said, "Yeah, for the last 2 weeks, the Order Arcanum pretty much runs this town. I'm just sort of hired on. Basically, I mean, I represent the constabulary here. Don't get me wrong, but it's more or less like I'm running a security force here.
Mhm.
We don't really see all that much trouble unless one of the students winds up summoning something that they shouldn't. And you know what they say: don't call up that which you cannot put down.
Right.
Oh yeah, we know a little about that.
But yeah, they've been going on now for about 2 weeks, almost daily.
What? Well, I mean, if you if you work for the Order Arcanum and they really are the ones in charge,
I work for the constabulary.
what does the Order Arcanum have to say about all this?
Well, the Order Arcanum has announced a few months back that the Order Esoterica is not affiliated in any way or acting in any sort of official capacity with what it is currently doing, which is acquiring magical items from travelers or anyone else they come across. And by acquiring, I usually mean they're killing them.
Hmm.
Yes, but I mean, does the Order Arcanum have any? I mean, are they trying to combat this? Are they trying to stop this?
Well, we're trying, but the Order's resources are a little taxed after the incident in Dawnhold a few months back. And you would recall that there's been tale of a massive battle in
Hmm.
Dawnhold where some type of alien god was turned back by
Yeah.
adventurers, but many of its minions managed to attack the city, lay siege for a little while. There were many casualties and a lot of damage to the city.
Um,
And
And
you,
so the
Soren, give me a Arcana check.
okay. One Arcana check. All right.
So with a 23, you would know that when he says that their resources are stretched pretty thin, you would know
Hmm.
that that means that the Order Arcanum, one of the things they were charged with was maintaining the planar
Hmm.
protections
Hmm.
over Levis,
Yes.
and
Yeah.
that took a lot of magical oomph, so to speak, a lot of
Hmm.
power. And you have heard that following that battle and following the shattering of so many of the planar defenses, when the alien god, some have whispered its name is Cthulhu,
Hmm.
um, when when those protections were shattered, many mages died.
Hmm. Gotcha.
and
Is
so
Go ahead.
these renegades have used that as their opportunity to strike and grow in power.
Yes, they did take that as an opportunity.
Mm.
Is there anybody in authority with the Order Arcanum that uh, would like this, help us try to take down the Order Esoterica?
Well, I mean, I'm not officially with the order, but I'm assuming that wouldn't break their heart if somebody did something about it.
Oh yes, I was just wondering if
You
there was
understand,
anyone that we would
again,
coordinate
let
with.
me reiterate, their ability to react to it is very limited right now.
Oh, of course. I was thinking it's more of in the line of information, or if or an alliance of some sort.
I know they're led by some kind of general. She's a,
Oh,
yes?
oh yeah, you're talking about with the Order Esoterica. We know of her. We haven't seen her though.
I have a little more information on her. She's a fair haired half elf who uses potions and in battle and
Hmm.
is quite formidable. She's very
Okay.
fast. She can strike very quickly and get away very quickly.
I think we ran into one like that before.
Hmm.
Well, are there any high up Order Arcana mages here in this town that we could speak to?
Here, the highest one would be the Magister. He has an office over at the college. He's above the dean of the college because the Magister is actually part of the Order Arcanum's administrative structure itself.
Okay, the Magistro.
Yes, as far as the Order Arcanum goes, he's going to be the highest office holder.
And have you had dealings with him?
I have before. His name is Lester. He's just pretty straightforward shooter. He doesn't tolerate bullshit. None of them do.
So he's on the up and up, so they say.
I would assume so. Yeah. He's always been honest in my dealings with him.
We
I
should
wouldn't-
probably go see this Lester.
I wouldn't waste his time or give him any lip.
We're not
not
here to waste
wasted.
anyone's time.
We're not wasting time.
We're on your side. Kerr, we believe, we've been chased by these guys too. We'd like to see the good citizens of this town and the good citizens all around be rid of the Order Esoterica.
All right.
There's
Well,
a bounty on them. Just out of curiosity.
I'm not aware of one. You might ask Lester about that when you talk to him. They might have come to some sort of agreement with the government of Simmerlin to back such a bounty. Last I
Okay.
heard of, they were trying to come to some agreement.
All right. Well, let's go. Can you give us directions?
Yeah, you're gonna go west about 2 blocks. Then you'll start to see the college building. You probably saw it if you stayed at the inn in town.
Okay.
You weren't that
yeah.
far from it. Yeah, that's where you're gonna find the main administrative building over at the college. You should be able to go in there, talk to any of the mages that are working in there, and they'll be able to point you out to Lester's office.
All right. Sounds good.
All right. Well, good luck.
Thank you.
Don't.
Constable Kerr, we thank you.
Well, thank you. I dread thinking of what that thing would have done to what guards we have here.
And before we leave, this is a daily occurrence.
Yes, once again, they have been attacking us almost daily in some way
And-
or another. It's taken much different forms each time.
Usually from the east.
From the east to northeast, north, but really between north and east, kind of in that pie.
Well, maybe we can help out if the next attack.
All right. Well, I definitely hope so. Again, you'll want to talk to Lester.
We will.
He
Well,
may
thank
even
you.
have found out more information that I'm not aware of yet. I don't know.
Okay.
We can cross our fingers.
Sounds fair.
All right.
Shall we go, gentlemen?
Let's go.
Yes.
All right. And with that, we are going to end it for tonight.
All right. Thank you,
Y'all
guys.
chewed through that encounter way faster than I thought you would. That was a hard encounter, by the way, per D&D 5e rules, which you can see how laughable that is. You guys just kind of went through that like it was paper.
I mean, some of us did.
Yeah, I don't know if Loomis feels good about his 3 whacks he got in, but that was it for him.
I mean, he did a shit ton of damage with those 3 whacks.
Yeah.
It was Soren's spelliness.
Yeah, Soren kind of rocked it a few times and healed it.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. His first attack was net 0, but
Exactly.
I had so much fun when he shot the firebolt at it, and I had to tell him he had just healed it.
oh, you were just you probably turned off your mic as you giggled in glee like a school child for a minute.
Oh, I did. I smiled real big.
Gotta mute the mic.
All right. Well, we will pick it back up next Tuesday and hope Jonathan is with us.
Me too. I'll see you guys next week.
All right.
All right,
Good
see you
night.
guys.
Good night,
All right,
everybody.
my
Y'all have a good one.
brothers.
Take it easy.
Sleep well,
Thank you,
brother.
Trey.
Yep. You're welcome.
Thank you, Trey. Yeah.
Good night, fellas, and good night, anyone watching on Twitch, and those of you who are going to watch this on YouTube later.